Hello, my name is Stacey Adams. I am with Florida State College of Jacksonville, and this is my presentation on Abraham Maslow, the founder of humanistic psychology, for the class MAN 3353. Some background on Abraham Maslow is he was born April 1st, 1908, and lived until June 8th of 1970. I picked Mr. Maslow because I found it interesting that he was bullied and considered mentally ill when he was younger. This is actually what led him to start studying behaviors, as he was attempting to change stigma and overcome prejudice to establish an idealistic world based on justice and education. This pushed him to learn, lead, and teach as a professor of psychology, go on to write 31 books, consider himself a psychological pioneer, share his original ideas, and he is best known for creating Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Maslow's hierarchy of needs is a motivational theory in psychology made up of 5 tiers, starting with basic needs at the bottom and satisfying each level as you move your way up towards your growth needs. As I said, the first level are basic needs. This means oxygen, food, water, sleep, shelter, safety, security, and necessary resources. The second 2 levels are psychological needs. This means our need for friendship, family, intimacy, personal self-esteem, confidence, and longing for respect. This leads us to the final level, our self-fulfillment needs. This means our morality, creativity, problem-solving, and ability to accept facts. Some things I like to consider are the advantages and disadvantages of Maslow's model. An advantage is the perspective insight it gave into human nature. It shows how we interpret human behavior and our motivations, showing our common needs and how they affect everyday application. Maslow said it best in his 1962 book, Towards the Psychology of Being. Human nature is not as bad as it has been thought to be. It is simple and everyone assesses needs daily. This does lead us to our disadvantage, that it fails to account for cultural, social, individual differences. Although we all have needs, we are all still individuals in different cultures and we develop in different paces. Pamela Rutledge explains this best in her 2001 article, Social Network: What Maslow Misses. She says, the same thing that makes Maslow's model cognitively appealing is what makes the sense of order and predictability also makes it wrong. If only life were so simple. It isn't. So while I believe the order doesn't necessarily apply well as it needs to be updated, since none of this would be possible without connection and collaboration, I do, however, take into account his work continues to have relevance in today's every field due to its simplicity, relatability, and I appreciate the development it's had on humanism in psychology today. Because it can relate to all fields, managers frequently use it in today's establishments, anywhere from how they interact with their employees and begin to understand their needs of friendship, security in their job, and provide recognition for work well done, to the environment they create, and finally how they pass on information between lower levels and higher levels of management to help create products and places that meet the needs of all. In conclusion, the book of Maslow on Management by 1965 is great as it covers a wealth of timeless topics including self-actualization, synergy, enlightened management policy, and complements Dr. Maslow's original writings to demonstrate his forward-thinking ideas and explain what brought him to creating this ideal model for individuals and organizations that we know and use today. Although I do believe it continues to need to be revised as technologies and culture change, the fundamentals are still important and they help frame and shape how we run businesses, teach, and live today in human nature. These are the references I used, and thank you.